Last night, I did a live stream. James Rambles About the News, Episode 1. And one of the news stories, I think it was from CNN, was that Joe Scarborough of Morning Joe left the Republican Party. I'll put it in quotations, and hear me out. Now, is he switching his registration from Republican to Independent? Yes. Do I think he's going to stay registered Independent? No. And I'll get into my reasoning. But here's the thing. At first I was like, yeah, okay, cool. You know, he's leaving the Republican Party, whatever. He has the right to do so. In my head, that's what I'm thinking. Now my feelings of him just leaving the Republican Party are kind of a bit so-and-so. Hear me out. What is the best way to fix a political party? Doesn't matter if you're Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, or Independent. What is the best way to fix a political party? From the outside in or the inside out? One or the other. That is one of the two best ways to fix a political party. You could have a Republican, Independent, so on and so forth, say, we need to get our shit together, our constituents don't trust us and all that, and then there'll be serious change within the party, and then the constituents start to trust the party again. You'll see the rise in voter registrations to that political party again. And Joe Scarborough is on MSNBC. He, once again, highly conservative guy. He is more conservative than I am on issues. I'm conservative on some issues, but not a lot. But Joe Scarborough, he has a track record of being highly conservative. So he has a good section of America's ear. The conservatives that watch MSNBC instead of Fox News because they want to hear what the Democratic Party has to say, or people leaning left, or people that work at MSNBC. He has a section of America's ear. He has the ability to still be a registered Republican and create a different open dialogue that President Trump is not doing. He has the ability to do that, but instead, he's being a fucking pussy and saying, I'm too scared to be a Republican and call out Trump at the same time. To me, that's showing cowardice. If Theodore Roosevelt was alive, and he's seen how many Republicans switch to the Democratic Party because of Donald Trump being elected, he would be embarrassed. And I truly mean he would be embarrassed. Because Theodore Roosevelt was a man who fixed his political party for the better. And Republicans and Democrats, you're just as bad here. You're kind of just as much as pussies as Republicans are. When, not all of you, but most of you that didn't like Obama when he was elected in 2009, that voted for McCain, you switched over to the Republican Party. But as soon as he was elected, even though he didn't even do anything, just the thought of Obama being in the White House pissed you off so much you were, that's it, I'm no longer a Democrat, I'm a Republican. Hell, he may not have even been born in this country. Lynn Samuels, who was a liberal pundit for a long time, registered independent, though. She was never a Democrat or a Republican. She was always an independent. But liberal-leaning Lynn Samuels, and I still miss her show to this day, but she was, Obama was born in Kenya. bandwagon. She didn't believe Obama was born in America. And there are people in the Democratic Party who are now Republicans who might have voted for Hillary, but still, they were registered Republicans, and because of Obama being elected, they switched over to the Republican Party because they didn't want to be in the same party block as Barack Obama. And this is essentially why my feelings about Joe Scarborough leaving the Republican Party by registration is kind of a cop-out. Because, like I said, when you have the ability, when you have a section of America's ear that listens to you, you have the ability to change the dialogue. You have the ability to say, we as Republicans should not do what President Trump is saying. We Republicans should do fill in the blank. You have the ability to do that, Mr. Scarborough. You really do. You have the ability to still be a Republican and yet change the dialogue while still being registered with the party. You're not the only one who feels that their party has gone against their core values. You're not the only one. I left the Democratic Party because they fucked over Bernie Sanders. And I hate to break it, but that's really that's like only the good reason to leave a party when there's corruption involved. When there isn't corruption involved, it's kind of a cop-out just to leave the party. But anyway, get back to what I was saying, though. You're not the only one that feels that their party has betrayed their core values. There are plenty of Democrats that feel the same fucking way. And some of those Democrats voted for Trump in return because they wanted Bernie, or they voted for Bernie, or they wanted Martin O'Malley, so on and so forth, and they went with Hillary Clinton, the worst possible fucking candidate, to go against Trump in an election. The DNC ran her as their primary candidate, and Democrats were like, fuck it, I'm going to vote for the orange tangerine. The Democrats didn't do anything to help themselves. People left the Democratic Party because of the fucking corruption. This is why the Democrats' registration numbers are dropping and dropping and dropping like a heart rate about to go flatline. And yet, you see Republicans not leaving the party, especially those who are anti-Trump. You don't see them leaving the party because they know that they have the ability, through protests, through viral videos, so on and so forth, that they have the ability to change the dialogue. They have the ability to change the dialogue. And these are young Republicans that voted for Bernie Sanders and might have voted for Hillary or might have voted for Gary Johnson instead of fucking Trump. But yet, these young Republicans aren't just going to say, Big Meanie's president, I don't want to be a Republican anymore. No, they're Republicans and they're proud to be registered Republicans, but they are going to change the party from outside in or inside out, whatever way is first. And that is the most important way to fix the Republican Party and the Democratic Party. So, I hope this video kind of explained why I think Joe Scarborough just changing his registration is a cop-out. It really is a cop-out. It's a cowardly move, and it's a cop-out. There are good reasons to leave a political party, but just because you're afraid of a big fucking bully is not a good one. Hope you guys enjoy.